It's time to continue this week with my most anticipated games of 2015. Now, all of these are slated to release this year, but some of them may be delayed. Especially since a lot of these games are from Nintendo, so delays are kind of expected. But I think only one might be delayed into next year. So starting off, a non-Nintendo game, Abzu. This is the first game from the developer called Giant Squid, which has the art director from that game company, which made Flower and Journey. And those are really beautiful games. I want to play this game though because it's entirely underwater and is underwater themed, and with that art direction, with that kind of setting, I'm going to love it. It's supposed to release on PS4 and PC sometime this year. I can't remember if it was like early or second quarter. Number 6 is Evolve. This game is made from former people who worked on Left 4 Dead. And I've played Left 4 Dead a lot with my friends online. So when I heard about this game and how it's an asymmetrical multiplayer game, I got pretty excited, since it has a team of 4 going against one giant monster. Though from what I've heard, they're actually trying to work out the kinks to make it a bit more balanced. Since from what I've heard, the human players actually don't have an objective. Instead, the monster has an objective, and the human players are just hunting it down. So that makes it a bit more one-sided. It needs to be where both the monster and the human players have an objective they need to reach. Or something like that to where it's not as one-sided. Anyway, I'm pretty excited to play it with my friends when it does come out. Number 5 is Yoshi's Woolly World. This is actually the first console Yoshi game since Yoshi's Story. Everything else since then has been on a handheld. And after the pretty disappointing Yoshi's New Island, I'm pretty excited for this game because it looks like it's going to have a lot more to offer. Especially since it's developed by Goodfeel, the same people who made Kirby's Epic Yarn, which personally I really liked. The creativity in that game was excellent. So I'm really looking forward to what they can do with the 3D plane. Also, I'm hoping the music is a lot better than in New Island. Number 4 is Roller Coaster Tycoon World. Roller Coaster Tycoon is one of my favorite games ever. And unlike some of the fanbase, I actually liked 3. And when I heard there was going to be a Roller Coaster Tycoon 4, I got really excited. Until I realized it was a mobile game. And the worst kind of mobile game. A freemium game. I can't believe they had the gall to call it Roller Coaster Tycoon 4. But I've been hearing good things about this game. I can't remember who said it, Peanut Butter Gamer or Brutal Moose, but they talked to the developers at PAX, I think, and they said it seemed like they're actually listening to people's concerns about this game. So that gives me hope for it. Number 3 is The Legend of Zelda on Wii U. We don't know much about it yet, other than it's sort of an open world type Zelda. And from what we've seen of the gameplay teasers, it looks really beautiful. And if the way they do the dungeons is anything like A Link Between Worlds, it's going to be great. Because in A Link Between Worlds, you could actually choose which dungeon to go to. You didn't have to be in a specific order. So I'm hoping that's what they're doing with this one. Personally, I like Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess. And I know some people are kind of iffy on those, but this one looks really promising. Number 2 is Splatoon. This is one of the first new IPs from Nintendo in a very long time. They've had a lot of handheld IPs come out in the past few years, but not many home console IPs. I think the last new one to come out was the Wii Blank series. Oh wait, no, it was Endless Ocean, which I love. I'm pretty sure there's one I'm forgetting. If there's any other new IP that Nintendo came out with in the past few years, let me know because I'm sure I forgot one. That was on home console, that is, not handheld. They have a ton of handheld IPs. But yeah, Splatoon. Looks really great. At first I was kind of skeptical about it because it seemed like it was going to be a multiplayer only game. But then they showed us, no, it's not going to be only multiplayer. In fact, it's going to have an entire single player story mode. And it looks really fun. It seems like it's going to be a spiritual successor to Super Mario Sunshine, which I kind of miss. And my number 1 most anticipated game for 2015 is Star Fox for Wii U. I don't know what to say about this other than we're getting a new Star Fox! A new home console Star Fox. We haven't had a new Star Fox since 2006 when Star Fox Command came out. And we haven't had a new home console Star Fox since Star Fox Assault, which came out in 2004 or 5. So it's been about 10 years. We did have the remake on the 3DS for Star Fox 64, but this is something brand new. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about it yet, other than it's in development and it's going to come out before Zelda this year. So I guess we'll just have to wait until E3 to see what this new Star Fox is. So those are my top 7 most anticipated games of 2015. What are yours? Tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. And be sure to subscribe for videos I upload every week. And if you're feeling really generous, check out my Patreon page. And as always, thank you for watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. By now, we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take it.